Good day, Dr. Shabina. Dexlin and I will be presenting on understanding sensation and perception, focusing on their theoretical differences, processing mechanisms, and how they influence human cognition and behavior. So, basically, every day we interact with the environment through our senses, such as sight, hearing, and touch. Although these experiences seem simple, they involve complex psychological processes. Sensation refers to the detection of physical stimuli, while perception refers to how the brain interprets that information. So, together, these processes allow individuals to construct meaningful experiences and understand their surroundings. Perception is not a passive process. The brain actively interprets sensory input rather than simply recording it. It is influenced by past experiences, expectations, and context. So, this means that two individuals may perceive at the same situation but differently. So, this highlights that perception is subjective rather than an objective reflection of reality. Sensation occurs at the neutral level where sensory receptors detect physical stimuli such as light, sound, and pressure. Through transduction, these stimuli are converted into electrical signals. So these signals are then transmitted to specific areas of the brain for processing. So at this stage, the focus is on detection rather than interpretation. Okay, perception occurs at the cognitive level where the brain interprets sensory input. This involves mental processes such as attention, memory, and prior experiences. These processes allow individuals to understand and assign meaning to what they perceive. Okay, the key difference between sensation and perception lies in their role. Sensation focuses on detecting stimuli, while perception focuses on interpreting that information. Sensation operates at the neutral level, while perception operates at the cognitive level, and both processes are closely interconnected. And perception is an active and constructive process where the brain uses prior knowledge and expectation to interpret sensory input. And as a result, perception is not always accurate and may be influenced by bias. So, this shows that perception is not a direct reflection of reality, but constructed experience. Next, Dexlin will explain how bottom up and top down processing influence perception. Over to you, Dexy.
Good day, Dr. Shabina. My name is Dexlin Gupta, and I'll be presenting this part of the assignment, bottoms up processing. So there are 4 pointers here, and I will explain it. Bottom up processing is actually a data driven process where perception begins with sensory input, and the information flows from sensory receptor to higher levels of the brain step by step. And this process is especially important when encountering new or unfamiliar stimuli. Now let's move on to top-down processing. And in the top-down processing, there are 4 points as well, and I'll be explaining it accordingly. Top-down processing is actually influenced by prior knowledge and also expectation and experience. So the brain uses stored information to interpret sensory input quickly. While this makes perception efficient, it can also lead to perceptual bias. Now let's talk about the interaction between these two, bottoms-up processing and also top-down processing. So basically, in real-life situation, perception involves both bottoms-up and also top-down processing. Bottoms-up processing provides raw sensory data, while top-down processing interprets that data. And this interaction actually allows perception to be both accurate and also efficient. For attention actually refers to the ability to focus on specific stimuli while ignoring others. And there are four main points here which I will explain. Selective attention allows individual to prioritize relevant information, and this influences what is consciously perceived and what is shaping the perception. Now let's look at memory. Memory is actually closely related to perception. It is reconstructive, meaning it is not an exact copy of the event. Instead, memory is influenced by perception and prior knowledge, which can lead to inaccuracies. As for decision making relies on how individual interprets sensory information. Perceptual biases can actually influence judgments, leading to decisions that may not be accurate. And these show how perception directly affects. So decision making relies on how individual. Eyewitness case. So eyewitness case testimony is a real-world example of how perception can be unreliable. Factors such as stress, attention, and expectation can actually influence what an individual perceives, and as a result, memory distortion may occur. Bottoms up and for the case. During an event, individuals rely on bottoms-up processing to receive sensory information directly. This includes visual and auditory detail observed at the moment. And as for top-down, the case, top-down processing influences how events are interpreted and remembered. Research actually shows that leading questions can alter memory recall, and this demonstrates that perception is actually shaped by cognitive processes such as expectation and also suggestion. So here are the key insights. Perception is not a perfect reflection of reality, and it is a constructed experience influenced by both sensory input and also by cognitive processes. In conclusion, sensation and perception are essential processes that allows individual to understand the world around them. And sensation detects stimuli while perception interpret that information. And together, they influence attention, memory, and decision making that shapes our behavior as a human.